And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel. Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And today, guys, I have a kind of a special video. It's a project that I've been working on and been wanting to do for a while. I've kind of had the idea in my head, and I was just really trying to find some time to try to tackle it and get it done. And so I finally got around to doing it. It was actually kind of a lot of fun. And so I'm going to show it to you. And it is it's a custom box, sorta, of box slash collectible slash I don't know. But it's for the movie The Stuff. Let me show it to you here. Alright, there we go. This, of course, is the front of it. And it's like, let me show you the overhead there. I'll give it the old 360 spin. So this part is kind of like a display piece, you know, a collectible, but it's also a box because it houses the movie. I'm trying to hold it without dropping it here. And yeah, so you have the movie inside. The drawer actually pulls all the way out, and you can see you got the movie tucked away in there in a nice foam insert. And it actually has a custom slip cover on it. So I can tell you a little bit about what we're looking at here on top. And I'm going to kind of go over a little bit after I finish showing it how I went about making it. So maybe, you know, it's not going to be like a step-by-step tutorial, but I'll show you the materials I use, kind of my thoughts behind it and what I did. And, you know, you could potentially do one of these yourself, really. And I'm also going to be putting this one up for auction on eBay because I do have enough stuff to make a second one. So I'm going to be probably letting this one go. So if you're interested in buying this one, the link in the description is going to be to the auction. It's going to be a 10-day auction. And it's been going on since like yesterday. So, you know, we're like 9 days in. Or we got 9 days to go. Alright, so here we go. Of course, the movie The Stuff. If you don't know what this movie is, you know, it's an alien type substance that if you eat it, you sort of become addicted to it, and it takes over your body. It's kind of like you know, a Body Snatchers kind of parasite host type movie, and it's just a lot of fun. It really is. If you haven't seen it, look at the trailer, check it out, and definitely watch it. You know, it kind of reminds you of movies like The Blob, a little bit of The Thing in a way, because, you know, the way this makes people react and stuff. It's just a ton of fun. It's become a real cult classic. And you see these containers, these cups, on the internet quite a bit. Now, I went ahead and made my own. And, you know, I'll go over that a little bit too. But you could definitely, you know, just purchase the cups on your own. And I'll tell you what I did for the stuff, the foam. And this is like super durable, by the way. Now let me show you the inside here and what the movie's doing. So the drawer, you know, is a little bit big. It's oversized. So I did a little foam insert in there. And it's hard to see because it's black on black, but you know, it's cut out so that the movie fits into the insert, holds it in place. And then you got the movie itself. And this is the custom slipcover I did. Of course, I wasn't lucky enough to, when I purchased my movie, you know, I wasn't lucky enough to get the slipcover and the booklet with it. So mine is the American movie though, which for right now is out of print, but they will be re-releasing this. But this is the first edition, so maybe that matters to some people, maybe it doesn't. But yeah, I don't know. I think that slipcover is pretty cool. The slipcover comes from a media book, a German media book that was out. So I really like that artwork, and I thought I would include that in the set. So, you know, the set that I'm selling as is includes the movie. So the movie is included, which, like I said, right now is out of print, but it will be coming back into print. And but it does include this custom slipcover. Alright, so we can talk a little bit about how I made it, I guess. Well, I started with these boxes here, and what these are actually desk organizers, and they're about, I forget the measurements on them, but I mean, you know, I'll put the DVD up there, or the Blu-ray up there. You know, that's a Blu-ray case, an Arrow Blu-ray case, so you can see it's just a little bit bigger than a case. It was really the perfect size. Now you do have this indention in here, and so what I did, and the indention's in there because these are supposed to be stackable. But what I did, and this is made of a plastic, like a nice durable plastic. And so what I did to, you know, be able to have it hold all this stuff on here was I wasn't sure how the foam would work on the plastic, you know, because I wasn't sure if it would adhere to it very well. So what I did was I went ahead and put a piece of foam board, just from the craft store, in this little indention here, and the glue I used to glue it down with is a Gorilla Glue, and this stuff is really great. It's just as strong as a super glue, but it takes you know, you got about a 30-second window or so that you can adjust things, move it around, whatever, before it really starts to lock into place. So I filled this space up with just a piece of foam board, and that allowed me to everything else stuck to it really well. So it was a good call. So after I had the foam board on there, next I needed to kind of figure out the placement of the cups. And now you can go online like Etsy or eBay or anywhere sells the cups already made. But what I did was I found a restaurant store, and I bought these pint-sized cups, and they of course come with where did I put the lids? They come with the lids, and they're pretty much the same like materials as you would find like for like Ben and Jerry's, that kind of thing, except they're, you know, solid white. They're blanks, which is perfect. You know, that's exactly what you want. And you know, they're cardboard, but they're good and sturdy. They've got like that waxy, you know, kind of shiny coating on there, so they're not gonna like fall apart or anything like that. They're pretty durable. Nose is itching. Alright, so I needed to get the you know, all the labels and things, and that was actually really simple. When I was looking for the image to put on the slipcover, there was just a template right there, and all I did was type in, the stuff on Google, went to images, and right there on the first page was a template for these cups. So it wasn't hard at all. I'm sure if you just typed in, stuff, cup template or something like that, it would just pop up right away. And you just simply, print those out with on sticker paper. Like this is just a printer paper that's, you can print anything out. All you gotta do is cut it out. I mean, that's all you gotta do, and then peel it off like a normal sticker, and you just put it on your cups. Pretty simple. But if you wanted to buy the cups, they average in between $15 and $20, depending on where you get them. And I used 2 for this display. You could use more, or you could use just 1. And you could certainly use a lot less foam if you wanted. I did go a little bit overboard with the foam. But so what I did, after when I got the cups and put the stickers on them, I kind of lined them up on my box, kind of to get an idea of how I wanted them to sit. I knew I wanted to have one kind of sitting up, and I wanted to have one laying down like that. And so I marked it, with a pen on the foam board, because I knew I'd be covering it up with foam anyway. And then I removed the cups and I put some of the glue down over those pin marks, and then I just put the cups back. And so once the glue kind of dried, I was all set up and ready for the foam. And of course the glue dries really fast. The inside of the drawer, looks just like this. There's nothing in it. And what I did was I put in some of this foam. It comes in these big blocks like this, or you can probably buy just individual sheets. But it's just this sort of like a foam rubber, and you can cut it down to size. And that's all I did was I cut it down to size, and then I marked it. I kind of cut around the DVD, or sorry, the Blu-ray, and was able to. This smells really bad. It's actually choking me up. Smell that rubber. It smells, I don't know, like new car mats or something. But yeah, so I was able to just cut those out, and I put in like 3 or 4 layers to kind of build this up, because this is pretty thick. And so I'll show like the before and after here. So this was the before, like this one's the after, and it goes fairly decent way up there. I could have put in a couple more layers potentially, but this it felt like enough. And again, that was just held down by glue. Nothing big, nothing too crazy. And it just kind of holds the movie in place really nicely, and further protects it, keeps it from any damage. And then it actually came with the little strap knob that came with the desk organizers. But you could use you could probably put any kind of knob on there you wanted to, if you wanted to bring something else and put it on there, I guess. But so then it comes to the, so we got the cups in place. Now it was like time for the foam. And this is the foam I used. And what it is basically is a window and door, insulator. And so it's expanding foam. And I just found some that made sure it said that it was white, because they do sell this, and it's in more of a yellowy kind of natural color. They call it natural, and it comes out as more of a yellow color. So you want to get the one that says white. And there's like a little, like straw thing that's on there, so you can work with it, and it sets up fairly fast, but it does expand. This only expands to 1 inch, but they have some that expands to like 3 inches. And it was my first time playing with it, so there was a little bit of a trial and error on it, but overall I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, if you've seen the movie, the stuff was all over the place because it's like a blob type deal. I do have a little like this on the back here. This is there actually because of a little bit of a mistake that I made, and I had to cover it up. So I had to put some more on the back to cover up my mistake. But these things happen, and I think it looks really good actually. It's not quite as white as the Cubs, but it's pretty white. I think it definitely passes. I mean, it's more of an off-white or maybe an eggshell white. But I think it's probably your best option. I mean, I don't know what else you could use for the foam. If you use like some kind of a clay or something like that, it would be very heavy. I mean, you would have to put something down underneath, and then you would have to cover it up, and the clay would dry out, probably start to crack a little bit, that kind of thing, and it would be just super heavy. This is really light. This is actually very lightweight, because the way that stuff dries, it pretty much dries like a styrofoam. The outer part of it though feels more like plastic. Doesn't really feel like styrofoam, but if you were to cut into this, then it's definitely really porous and more like a styrofoam. But the outside is almost like a plastic, and it's super durable. Like, this isn't going anywhere. I mean, it is in lockdown, big time. Like, I could even hold it. I'm holding it right now by the cup. Holding it by the cup, shaking it. It's not coming apart. This thing is locked in. I'll hold it by the lid. Not coming apart. Not damaging the lid either. I mean, this thing is it's fairly lightweight, super locked in, and really durable. That is another reason why I would use this type of foam for the project. It just works so much better than probably anything else that you could use. And so yeah, that's pretty much the project. Let me know in the comments section what you guys think. I mean, did it turn out pretty cool? I don't know. I think so. Like I said, I do have enough stuff to let me put this one back. And it fits in that little thing real snug. Like, that's pretty much like straight up. If I tipped it over, it'd fall out, maybe. Well, not really. Yeah, it holds it actually pretty good. Yeah, so that's really good. It doesn't, damage your slipcover at all. It really fits pretty nicely. And so yeah, that's the box set there, the collector's edition, do-it-yourself collector's edition of this stuff. Do me a favor, hit the like button. If you thought this was really cool, maybe share it around. And yeah, if you're interested in purchasing it, you want to get in on that auction, the link is in the description. And guys, until next time, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies, and I'll see you on the next one.